Students, I am Deepali Patil, your maths teacher from Sri Eknath Rao Khadse Talent School, Muktai Nagar. In this section, we are going to study new topic of our chapter number 4, solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square method. Okay, so what are the steps of this method then? First step is form the quadratic equation, or if the given equation is given to us, write down the given equation first. Let the quadratic equation be ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so suppose this is our quadratic equation where a must not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, this form is not a quadratic form, so our a must not be 0. Okay, now what is the second step of this method then? Shape the constant term. Okay, this is our method, the method of completing the square method. Okay, so and these are the steps of that method. Okay, so remember these steps, understand these steps, okay, understand these steps, and we are going to take the examples then on this method. So shape the constant term. Okay, so first write down the given equation, then shape the constant term to RHS to get ax square plus bx is equal to minus c. Okay, if the given equation is quadratic equation, then shape the constant term to RHS side. Okay, if it is positive, then it becomes negative. If it is negative, then after transposing to RHS side, it becomes positive. Okay, now third step is divide every term by a. Okay, divide every term of that equation by a. If a is not equal to 1, if a is not equal to 1, then divide all the term by a. Okay, if a is equal to 1, then we do not have to divide. Okay, if we divide it by 1, then we get the same term again. So if a is not equal to 1, then divide all the term by a. Okay, to make the coefficient of x square unity. Okay, means we have to make the coefficient of this x square unity, and that's why we are going to divide every term by a. Okay, a is the coefficient of x square. Okay, see here, a coefficient of x square is a, and that's why we are going to, means we have to divide every term by a. Okay, means coefficient of a to make the coefficient of x square as unity or 1. Okay, so this is our third step. Now fourth step is what? Now add square of half the coefficient of x, that is half of the coefficient of x. Okay, this is our coefficient of x, so we have to take half of that coefficient, means multiplication of half into coefficient of x and then bracket square. That is, we get, after solving this, we get b upon 2a bracket square on both side. Okay, so our fourth step is what then? Now add square of half the coefficient of x, means we have to take the coefficient of this x as half, and then we have to take their square. Okay, and then we have to add that square term, means we have to add this term on both sides, means these both sides. Okay, we have to add this term on both sides. Okay, so see, after adding, what happened? We have x square plus 2 into, means we are substituting now this b upon 2a bracket square. Okay, x square plus 2 into b upon 2a into x plus b upon 2a bracket square. Okay, we are going to add this term. Okay, we are going to add this term on both sides, which is equal to b upon 2a bracket square minus c upon a. Okay, so this happen after adding this b upon 2a bracket square on both sides. Okay, now LHS must be a perfect square. Okay, LHS must be, means this first term and last term. Okay, first term and last term gives us perfect square term. Okay, so first term and last term means we get x plus b upon a. Okay, we do not have to take their squares, only first term and last term. Okay, because if we are considering this equation, then we get a bracket square plus 2 into a into b plus b bracket square, and we have to take only this a and b because this whole term is a perfect square term. Okay, so we get x plus b upon a bracket square, means we have to take only a and b, not a square b square. A and b means first term and last term gives us perfect square term, so we get x plus b upon 2a bracket square. Okay, and after solving this, we get b square upon 4a square. Okay, sorry, not this. Okay, so this LHS is our perfect square, means we can write it as x plus b upon 2a bracket square, and on RHS, the terms remaining, that we have to write b square upon 4a square minus c upon a. Now solve this, we get b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. After solving this, we get b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. Now what is our fifth step? Now take square root on both sides we get. Okay, after taking square root, then square root and square get vanish. So we get x plus b upon 2a is equal to, okay, and in this side after taking square root, okay, after taking square root there are must be two possibilities, positive possibility and negative possibility. So we take plus and minus sign there. Okay, plus sign, plus and minus of under root of b square minus 4ac upon 4a square, and which is equal to, we get plus minus under root of b square minus 4a. Some 4a square means what? 2 into a. Okay, 2 into a, under root of 4a square we get it as 2 into a. Okay, and therefore x is equal to what then? Minus b upon 2a plus minus, okay, after transposing this b upon 2a to RHS side, okay, we get minus b upon, okay, we are going to transfer this b upon 2a to RHS, and that's why it becomes negative. Therefore x is equal to minus 2 b upon 2a plus minus, this term is remaining, okay, so plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and that's why we get, see here both the terms have same denominator. Okay, if the denominator is same, then we are taking the addition or subtraction of numerator. So we get, so write down it as the constant denominator, and in numerator we are going to add the numerator. So minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so these are the two values of, okay, these are two values, minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and second value is what? Minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so these are the two values of x, are roots of a quadratic equation. So this is all about our completing the square method. Now come to our next method. Our next method is solving a quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula. Okay, means by using quadratic equation, quadratic formula method, again we have to find out the solution of the given equation. Okay, so what are the steps of that method then? First step is obtain the quadratic equation if directly not given. If the equation is not directly given, then it happens only in word problem only. Okay, that is if it is a word problem. So let the quadratic equation, okay, obtain that equation, and then let the quadratic equation be ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Obviously here a is not, must not be equal to 0. Okay, so if the equation is directly given, then no problem. If word problem is there, then obtain the equation. Okay, then our second step is what? Find a, b and c on comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, for example, if our equation is x square plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. If this is our quadratic equation, then compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, compare this given equation with our general equation ax square plus bx plus c, general quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, and find out the values of a, b and c. Okay, so here a is equal to what? Obviously, see here in this equation a is equal to what? Coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square is what here? 1. Okay, in this given equation coefficient of x square is what? 1. Then b is equal to what? See here, b is equal to coefficient of x. So coefficient of x is given to us in the given equation, so it is 2. Okay, which sign we have to take? If it is minus 6, then c is equal to what? C is equal to constant term, and constant term is what? 6, not 6. Which sign we have to take? So minus 6. Okay, so minus 6 is the constant term. Okay, so second step is what then? Find a, b, c. Means we have to find out all these three values of a, b and c while after comparing with ax square plus, means general form of quadratic equation. Now third step is what? Now find d is equal to, capital D is equal to b square minus 4ac. Okay, we have to find out first capital D is equal to what? B square minus 4ac. Okay, then fourth step is what? Now put values of a, b, c in d. Okay, we have to put all these three values in this equation. Okay, and find out the value of d. D is equal to whatever something number. Okay, now put values of a, b, c in d in the quadratic equation. Okay, this is our main formula. Okay, this is our main formula. D is, you must have to remember d, and again you must have to remember this formula. Okay, this is our quadratic formula. We have to find out the value of x. Again we get two values. Okay, so x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of d upon 2a. Okay, so here x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is our formula. Okay, but here b square minus 4ac, what? Our capital D. So you can find this d, or you can substitute the direct values here again. Okay, so this is our formula. Again we get two values. How? X is equal to minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is our first value, and second value is x is equal to, because plus minus sign is there, so first we take plus and then minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In this way we get two values of x. Okay, we know very well, if it is a quadratic equation then we get two values. If the given equation is cubic, means x cube something. Okay, if it is cubic equation then we get three values. In this way we get the values of x. Okay, so the given equation quadratic equation, and this is our quadratic formula. Okay, by using this formula we can easily find out the roots of or solution of the given equation. Okay, so these are the two methods that we are going to study in this section. Okay, now come to our next exercise, exercise 4.3. Okay, so take first question number 1. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations if they exist by the method of completing the square. Okay, so we have to solve this given equation by using the method of completing the square method. Okay, so we have already seen the steps of that method. Okay, so first step is what? Write down the given equation first. Okay, so write down here, let the given quadratic equation is, the given quadratic equation is 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. So this is our given quadratic equation. Okay, this is our first step. Then second step, what is the given in second step? Then shift the constant term to RHS to get ax square plus bx is equal to c. Okay, so now therefore transpose this we do not have to write the words. Okay, so only we have to use the method stepwise. So transfer this the constant term plus 3 to RHS. We get 2x square minus 7x is equal to minus 3. Okay, so this is our second step. Now what is our third step? Divide every term by a. Okay, if the coefficient of x square is 1 then no problem. Okay, but if the coefficient of x square is not 1 then we have to divide throughout by the coefficient of this x square. Okay, so write down here, divide throughout by 2 we get. Okay, we have to divide throughout by this coefficient of x square 2. So we get x square minus 7 upon 2 x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, after dividing throughout by 2 we get x square minus 7 by 2 x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, so this is our third step, means we have to divide throughout by 2. Now what is our fourth step? Then we have to add the square of half of the coefficient of x, means write down here like this, add 1/2 of coefficient of x bracket square. Okay, that is what? 1/2 into okay, 1/2 into coefficient of x bracket square, that is 1/2 into coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? With sign we have to no, do not use sign. Okay, do not take this sign, we have to use only coefficient of this x, means 1/2 into 7 by 2 and take the square. Okay, means what actually we are doing? See, in fourth step we are adding 1/2 into coefficient of x bracket square, that is 1/2 into coefficient of x is 7 by 2 bracket square on both side. Okay, so which is equal to, we get 1/2 into 7 by 2 means we get 7 upon 4 bracket square, means we have to add this 7 upon 4 bracket square on both side. Okay, so add, therefore we get x square minus 7 by 2 x plus 7 by 4 bracket square is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 upon 4 bracket square. Okay, so add both add 1/2 into coefficient of x bracket square on both sides, means 7 by 4 bracket square on both sides. So we get x square minus 7 by 2x plus 7 by 4 bracket square is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 by 4 bracket square. And after adding this term, the LHS, the term on LHS, okay, the term on LHS must be a perfect square. It must be a perfect square. Okay, means we can write this term as, see here, x. Okay, we can write it as x. Okay, so see, first see if the middle term is negative. If the middle term is negative, we can compare this to x a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, after comparing, then we can write the formula as a minus b bracket square. Okay, so this equation obtained is this must be a perfect square. So we can, and the middle term is negative. Okay, middle term is negative, so the formula obtained is a minus b bracket square. Okay, so we have to take first term. Okay, means we have to take this x minus this 7/4, and it must be a perfect square, means this term is perfect square, and the perfect square is what, and this term, perfect square of which term, x minus 7/4, sorry, not 7/4, 7/2 bracket square, sorry, 7/4, huh? This term we have to take 7/4 bracket square. Okay, and if you have any problem, then solve this bracket. Okay, solve this bracket, means x minus 7/4 bracket square, first term and last term we have to take, not say square. Okay, first term and last term, and see the, if the middle term is negative, then take negative sign. If the middle term is positive, then we have to take positive sign. Okay, because we are going to apply the formulas our formula. Okay, so x minus 7/4 bracket square, and if you have problem, then solve. If you get this equation, then our answer is correct. Okay, means x minus 7/4 bracket square, first term and last term, and then take the bracket. Okay, and first see the sign. If the sign is negative, then take it negative. If positive, then take it positive. Is equal to, now solve this side, minus 3/4 plus 7 square is 49 upon 4 square is 16. Okay, now this is perfect square. Okay, this side is perfect square. We have to solve only this RHS side. Okay, so here we have to take the you can take the cross multiplication, or you can take the LCM of these 2 and 16. Okay, so LCM of 2 and 16 is 16. Okay, LCM of 2 and 16 is 16, means we have to multiply. If we have to make the denominator as 16, then we have to multiply and divide this first term by 8. So we get minus 24 upon 16 plus 49 upon 16. Okay, means we have to multiply and divide this term by 16, means we are going to take the LCM of this denominator. Okay, now denominator is same, so take it common denominator and take the addition of numerator. Okay, and after taking addition, we get 25 upon 60. Okay, simultaneously write down LHS 7, x minus 7/4 bracket square is equal to 25 upon 60. Okay, now in fifth step, what we are see we are going to take the square root on both sides. Okay, so write down taking square roots. Okay, this is our fifth step. We are already talking about this in our fifth step of completing the square method. So taking square root on both sides, we get the solution. Taking square root on both sides, we get, see, if we are going to take square root on this side, then square root and square get vanish. Okay, so we get x minus 7/4 only. In this side we are going to take square root, so take 2 sign, because when we are going to take square root, then we get 2 possibilities, positive possibility and negative, and then write down in square root 25 upon 16. Okay, so after taking square root, we get x minus 7/4 is equal to plus minus under root of 25 upon 16. Okay, now solve this. X minus 7/4. Okay, x minus 7/4 is equal to plus minus, okay, under root of 25 upon 16. Okay, after taking root, square root of 25 is 5 and square root of 16 is 4. So we get plus minus 5 upon 4. Okay, plus minus 5 upon 4. Now solve this. We get two values. How? X minus 7/4 is equal to positive 5/4, or we get another value, x minus 7/4 minus is equal to minus 5/4. Okay, plus minus sign is there, so we get two values again, positive 5/4. We have to take on RHS positive 5/4 and on LHS negative 5/4, and therefore we get x is equal to 5/4 plus 7/4. Transpose this minus 7/4 to RHS, we get 5/4 plus 7/4, or x is equal to minus 5/4 plus 7 by 4. Again transpose this 7 by 4. Therefore we get x is equal to, see here denominator is same again, so take it as common denominator and take the addition of numerator, or in this side x is equal to again common denominator and take the addition of numerator, and therefore we get x is equal to 12 upon 4, or we get x is equal to 2 upon 4, and therefore we get x is equal to 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 3, or we get x is equal to 1 half. Okay, and in this way we get two values of x. So again see the example. Okay, we have to write down the quadratic equation first. Okay, so write down given quadratic equation, then transpose constant term to RHS side. If it is positive, then after transposing it becomes negative. If it is negative, then after transposing it becomes positive. You know very well. Okay, now second step is what? Divide throughout by the coefficient of x square. Okay, if coefficient of x square is 1, then we do not have problem. Okay, if coefficient of x square is not 1, then we have to make it as 1. Okay, means we have to make the coefficient of x square as unity, and that's why we have to divide throughout by 2. We get x square minus 7 by 2, x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, now in our fourth step, what we are going to do, add 1 half into coefficient of x bracket square on both side. Okay, on both sides, so we have to add this term, means 1 half into coefficient of x. See here coefficient of x is 7 by 4. We have to take only positive sign. 1 half into 7 by 2 bracket square. Okay, 7 by 2 is the coefficient of x. 1 half into 7 by 2 bracket square, which is equal to, after taking multiplication we get 7 by 4 bracket square, and now this 7 by 4 bracket square we have to add on both side of this equation. So add this x square minus 7 by 2x plus 7 by 4 bracket square is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 by 4 bracket square. Okay, and this term and this equation we get, this equation must be a perfect square, means we have to take first and last term only. In bracket write down x and 7 by 4, but if our middle sign is negative, then this formula is compared to this formula. Okay, we can compare this formula to a square minus 2ab plus b square. If the sign is positive, then we can compare this to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so first term minus 7 by 4 bracket square, and in this side write down the terms. Okay, take the square of this term. Okay, in this way, and if we have to find out the value of x, then we have to take the square root on both sides. This is our fifth step. Okay, in fifth step we are going to take the square root, because we have to find out the value of x again. After taking square root, this square root and square becomes vanish, and we get the value of x. Okay, and the value of x are x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 1 half. Okay, so second example of this question number is easy, and then fourth example is also easy. We are going to take only third example. So example number 2 and 4 try to solve yourself. Okay, and take the third example.